Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name's Stephanie and today we are going to be going through my top picks for Aquarius season. So I feel like I say this with every video that I'm just so excited about these because I really do love my monthly installments of my Zodiac favorites because it just really forces me to think outside of the box, and I've just been enjoying these, and this is definitely one of the more challenging ones that I've done so far, but I feel really good about my choices, so hopefully you'll enjoy them. So let's just get into my picks. The first polish I chose was Cirque's Spinel, which is supposed to symbolize amethyst, the birthstone for February. So Cirque actually does have a polish called amethyst, but I don't have that one, so we're making do with what I have. It's this beautiful royal purple jelly filled with silver hollow flaky shards and even these bar glitters, which I didn't realize until I swatched it. So amethyst is such a beautiful crystal that helps protect your energy, which I really think is so fitting for Aquarius, but I'll get into that later. It also helps with connecting and opening the crown chakra, which perfectly explains how Aquarians are just so enlightened. I'm only half kidding, but yeah, this one builds up beautifully in 2 coats, and here it is next to my amethyst cluster. It's not quite a match, so maybe I will need to grab Cirque's amethyst soon. Next, I chose Mooncat's Mercury's Tears, which is the super gorgeous blue sheer polish that has a shifty purple to green multi-chrome shimmer. So while Aquarius is an air sign, they're known as the water bearer, so blue is actually an Aquarius color. I definitely think this one is one of the prettiest blues that I have in my collection. It's just so calming and just beautiful with that multi-chrome shift in there. But I mainly chose this one to represent their ruling planet, Uranus. So Uranus is the planet of chaos, innovation, technology, and imagination. So if you are familiar with Aquarians, you would know that that makes so much sense. And even though this one has a strong purple shift head-on, it is just so beautiful in more indirect lighting when you see that green kind of aqua shift in the blue base. I just think it looks so beautiful, like the planet, and honestly, I really am so happy about this pick because so far in my Zodiac favorites videos, I've mainly picked polishes that were inspired by the element of the sign or, you know, their colors, but this is the first one that's inspired by their ruling planet. So here it is in more indirect lighting, and yeah, I just absolutely love this shade. So next I chose Mooncat's Firewall, which is another multi-chrome that shifts from silver to olive green, but I feel like this one has a strong gold sheen to it as well, but gold isn't really listed in the description box. So this polish is from the Glitch in the Matrix collection, and I just know that every Aquarius has seen the Matrix movie before and just thought it was like the coolest thing ever. I mean, to be fair, it is a great movie, but I've only ever watched the first one. I've heard awful things about the other ones. But anyway, I just thought that this name was so funny because I also think of Aquarians as like conspiracy theorists, and so they probably would have a firewall to prevent their late night internet browsing from being monitored. I'm sorry, I don't really know how computers work, so maybe that doesn't make sense. So quickly, formula-wise, this one was actually decently opaque in 2 coats, but it was a little bit brushstrokey, so I did sponge on a final layer just to show you how that looks. But yeah, this one is just such a cool polish that definitely reminds me of the Matrix, and nothing screams Aquarius more than the original Matrix movie. The next polish I chose was another Mooncat shade, and this one is called Alien Invasion. It's yet another multi-chrome that shifts from a vibrant emerald green to gold. So honestly, this was the first polish that I thought of for this video, and I'm so sorry if it's like so unserious, but I just can't help but think that Aquarius would be the sign going out at 3 a.m. with their arms wide open, just begging to be abducted by aliens. So speaking of aliens, let me know if you believe in them, because I definitely do. And they honestly kind of scare me. I think I was just traumatized by watching that one movie, The Fourth Kind, back when I was in high school. And it scared me so much, I literally couldn't sleep for like 3 days. I'm not even kidding. And I wish that I was. It's so embarrassing. So yeah, in the spirit of Aquarius season, I am begging to not be abducted. And last but certainly not least, I have Cirque's Dream Within a Dream, which is this multi-chrome magnetic pigment that shifts from magenta to amber to green in extreme angles in this deep indigo blue jelly base. So I recently got in this zigzag magnet that I was super excited to try, but it didn't really work holding it under my thumb like usual. So if you haven't used this type of magnet before, it definitely has to be used held over the nail. But anyway, I knew I wanted to include a magnetic polish since Aquarians are pretty keen to others' energies, and so they can either be easily drawn to or repelled by someone just by their energy alone. And I feel like the purple shimmer in this polish is a kind of a callback to the amethyst crystal that I mentioned earlier, and how aside from it being the birthstone, it's just a beautiful crystal to have to protect yourself energetically. Aquarians are honestly such unique and otherworldly signs, and I really think the range of color shifts in this shade captures that so well. It's just one of the most unique magnetics that I have. I wish that I had better captured the multi-chrome shift in this one, because it really is just so otherworldly, but I still had fun trying this one with the zigzag magnet. So that wraps up my favorites for Aquarius season. So as always, I would love to know what your thoughts are, especially if you're an Aquarius, because I think I did a pretty good job at capturing Aquarius energy. At least I certainly hope so, but it's funny to see how I was gravitated towards a lot of Mooncat shades, considering Michelle, the owner of Mooncat, is an Aquarius herself. So I just thought it was a funny little coincidence, but it's actually not a coincidence, because coincidences don't exist, according to Aquariuses at least. But yeah, it was really such a fun video this month. So hopefully you enjoyed it, but let me know any and all thoughts that you have down below so we can chat about it. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.